Hello and welcome back to another video by myself. My name is Ryan McIntyre. I am a complete online coach as we speak of this day from Wednesday. And in this video, obviously it's a little bit different in terms of my background. I'm actually recording this at home just because obviously the uni is closed on the weekends. But in this video, we are going to be looking at how to boost testosterone naturally. And I'm just looking, I don't think I've spelled testosterone right, which is ideal, great start. But we're already into this video. And quick disclaimer is before we even start, I have no knowledge of doing this myself. However, obviously I have researched, made sure that the stuff I have found out and also in my feeling as well, I feel like I've boosted testosterone since I started the gym 2 years ago, which I'll explain in a second. But again, just before we start, I want to make sure that I have not tested it at all. So I don't know if it's gone up, gone down, but these are just simple practices that you can do that are backed up by studies online already. And also important that, that's all I have to say really. So let's just get started straight away and find out ways how you can improve your testosterone. So who am I to speak on this topic? Since I started the gym and lifting 2 years ago, the level of testosterone in your body is extremely important. These roles are including in regulating libido or the sex drive, bone and muscle mass, sperm production, and overall health and well-being. So this video is mostly for, you could probably guess it's mostly for men, especially that's the target audience I aim to achieve. Men 20 to 30s. Looking to build muscle mass. So this is an extremely important topic, which I haven't actually made a video about yet. So in this video, I will give you practical tips and steps that you can do to increase your testosterone levels and increase your muscle mass at a faster rate. So let's go. So before we get into it, I just want to quickly explain my goal once again. I aim to create fitness content easy to consume while also documenting my journey. I am learning as I go along, so please use what's useful and forget the rest. Remember what I said, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a health professional, I'm just an online coach. Subscribe to my YouTube videos, at Ryan McIntyre Coaching for these free videos I post weekly where you can learn something new every single week. To help you not make the same mistakes as me. A lot of people struggle with going to the gym and also increasing their testosterone levels. So if you want extra help with this, send a DM to my Instagram at Ryan McIntyre Coaching, where we can have a conversation about your situation to see if I can help or if I can help. I would love to create your free muscle building blueprint and a blueprint of how to increase your testosterone in the next 2-3 months. So let's jump in. So we've got a lot to cover today. Prioritize a quality sleep for hormone balance, optimizing your diet for peak testosterone production, strength training, the key to elevated testosterone, staying active, the impact of movement on hormones, sunlight and vitamin D, the role of herbs and supplements, natural supplements, which I'm going to be talking about Tongkat Ali, which I have an empty bottle right here, but I'll talk about that in a second. Limit alcohol and avoid hormone disruptors like drugs and obviously alcohol. There's body fat management, how it affects testosterone, and also the mind-body connection, mental health, and hormones. So a decent couple topics here. Hopefully I get all this free within 30 minutes or so, but here we go. So first, prioritize quality sleep for hormone imbalance. Now this is literally a staple in every single video about fitness in the gym, because if you don't have this, you will basically make no gains, or the gains won't stay for very long. So the majority of daily testosterone is actually released during sleep, especially REM sleep. So there is deep sleep, there is REM sleep, there is light sleep, and I think there's 4 or 5 different sleep waves, which I actually learned that in psychology. So that's a psychology degree coming in handy. Well, I'm in year 3, so I don't actually have it yet, but it is extremely important to get a good quality, good sleep quality as well as length. And I think there was a study that actually took place where 2 types of groups were in a calorie deficit. One of them got 7 to 9 hours of sleep. One of them actually got under 5 hours of sleep. And the people that got less than 5 hours of sleep, not only did they lose testosterone levels, but the weight that they lost in calorie deficit was actually 80% muscle, and only 20% fat. And the people that actually slept well, they lost 90% fat and about 10% muscle. So again, don't quote me on the numbers, but I noticed something kind of ridiculous of that just by the impact of sleep, and also the less testosterone you have, the difficulty is to actually put on muscle as well. So with good sleep, you regulate hormones like cortisol, so that's the stress hormone, to reduce this and prevent these levels from being hindered. By sleeping well, you're most likely going to burn fat and reduce muscle. Good sleep allows high testosterone and is critical for protein synthesis and muscle behavior in general. So a lot in that already, but in terms of sleep, I've kind of already gone over it. Like, you've probably noticed I haven't put in sleep 7 to 9 hours, get good routine, because that's stuff I've already said, and you kind of already know that. Like, there's, like, it's hard to do that as such, but the impact of that is going to be immense for your gym progress. Optimizing your diet for peak testosterone production. Of course, not eating enough protein is going to hinder your muscle growth. However, natural foods that are high in zinc and magnesium, and guess what? I have ZMA right here. Again, I feel like I already get enough zinc and magnesium for my diet, but that is critical for hormone production. So lean meat, eggs, nuts, and leafy greens are all high in these nutrients. Again, you can probably tell that majority of these foods are actually high in fat as well. So that's one common myth, is that fat is not bad for you. Please do not cut fat out of your diets, especially if you want to have peak testosterone levels and production, because with sufficient nutrients, it allows you to have the best chance at production. Healthy fats in your diet, like peanut butter and olive oil, also help your body not only just to regulate hormone production, but also helps with muscle imbalances as well. A lot of people just feel like fats are the first to go just because they're highest in calories. But again, even like you've got fish oils here as well, which is insanely important for healthy fats. Obviously, fish is another one I haven't mentioned, but that is extremely important just for heart health and even skin health. From taking fish oil, I feel like my skin has definitely improved. I mean, it's still not the greatest here, as you can see probably in the video. It's not going to be great quality as on my laptop, but is what it is. So, strength training, the key to elevate testosterone. So this is the biggest, I think, factor, is that to start strength training is almost like a domino effect of everything else. Once you do this, everything else kind of starts to improve. So heavy compound lifts, squats, deadlifts, bench press, any sort of heavy lift will trigger testosterone release. I mean, everyone kind of knows that already, like lifting heavy weights in the gym, you're going to feel like you're going to have more testosterone. Look to train 2 muscle groups every day to allow to target the whole body with intensity. This is my kind of personal bias is that training 2 muscle groups allows you to focus on just them 2, and basically allows you to hit them hard twice a week, gives you enough rest, and I feel like it allows you to make the most progress in terms of increasing the weight over a certain amount of time. And simple, again, make sure you explode on the concentrics, so the movement, let's say a bench press, the movement going up, so here, press, and then 2-3 seconds of lowering, so 1, 2, up, 1, 2, simple as that. Like, I mean, you can obviously change these numbers, but that's what worked best for me. However, overtraining can actually reduce testosterone. Relating to sleep and recovery dilemma, again, if you overtrain, it often hinders your recovery, hinders your sleep, doesn't produce as much testosterone. So try not to train a muscle group twice within 48 hours, because you will not often be recovered. Even if you feel recovered, it's probably because you haven't been training hard enough in the gym. Stay active. The impact of movement and hormones. It is extremely beneficial to do regular sporting activity that isn't weightlifting, just for mental stability and also a clear focus and a increase in mental clarity is the word I was looking for here. So look to do stuff like walking, swimming, or even just playing any sports, as building cardiovascular health will not only allow you to absorb nutrients in the body better and faster. It also allows your body to deliver hormones faster just because of the blood that's pumping through your body. The most important thing is that you should always have fun in what you're doing as well. So don't just do something because it's good for you. Do it because you enjoy it and it's good for your mental health, which is another point I'll go on to later. Find other people to share fitness and sport with. So join if you're in university, join university clubs. Join just fitness clubs in general, like run clubs. There's a lot of talk about run clubs at the moment in terms of getting people into running. And then eventually also going to high rocks as well, which I'm not going to talk about because I'm not an expert in that topic. Sunlight and vitamin D, a natural testosterone booster. There's a strong correlation between vitamin D and sunlight in boosting testosterone levels. And guess what? Especially during the winter, I take one of these every day. That is super important. I mean, literally just said it in the next sentence. Especially during the winter season. Take it every single morning, as a deficiency in vitamin D can impact your hormone production. Getting enough sunlight exposure, not just taking the pills and eating eggs, is super important during the winter season. So look to get outside as soon as the sun comes up, which in the UK here is current time, it's probably about 8 or 9 a.m. as this will help you regulate your sleep after the day as well. So at the end of the day, is getting sunlight super early will allow for your 24-hour body clock. So what's it called again? I've forgotten it. The circadian rhythm. That's the thing I'm looking for. That will be more regulated and actually help you sleep better at night as well, especially if you don't use blue light at night, where you're tricking your brain and thinking it's actually light outside. And of course, diet with foods can help you get daily vit D from eggs, meat, milk, dairy stuff, and that'll definitely help you out as well. The role of herbs and natural supplements like Tonka Ali. Many studies have shown the impact of Tonka Ali, how it can boost testosterone when it's taken daily. Again, I could talk about ashwagandha, all the other ones, but this is the one I've used. Again, it's empty because I think the doorbell that just went off is actually more getting put in. But this is used in South Asia, like it says on the top here, to regulate healthy libido and male hormones to increase athletic performance. Make sure you do your research before taking any supplements. If you feel like you have low testosterone levels, check with a healthcare professional before trying to go to that next level with stuff like Tonka Ali. Look to master free or low cost factors like lifestyle or diet, and I haven't put sleep in there as well, but make sure you have all those things in place, or then supplements will be completely useless to you, because the whole point of a supplement is to better what you already have mastered already, if that makes sense. So limit alcohol and avoid hormone disruptors. Again, this is a pretty obvious one, but alcohol and drugs, or even just simple exposure to hormone disrupting chemicals like BPA and plastics. A lot of people say like drinking out a plastic bottle. I mean, I literally have one here, but it's more like the ones you get from the shops, where if you keep refilling it and plastic kind of leaks into the water, or I've heard plastic meal prep boxes as well, but I think that's a bit too far in my opinion. But yeah, that can impact your levels of testosterone. Look to try limit alcohol and see how it affects your body. Try going out for only max once a week, and use the other days to master your sleep, diet, training to counter that one bad day. Again, you can have one bad day a week and still make 19% of the progress. That's super important. It also actually sometimes makes you make better progress as well, because you are no longer stressing about not having that voice crack, not having that guilt, or constantly living in a deficit. You have that one day where you can kind of just do whatever you want. Stick to staying hydrated to improve your overall wellness. Alcohol will also cause dehydration, causing your hormonal function and energy levels to decrease. Again, I haven't talked about it here, but staying hydrated is super important, as not having water in your body will cause your body basically to shut down, and we don't want that. Body fat management, how it affects testosterone, and this was a big one. Even just cutting at the moment, I feel like my energy and my overall drive to do things during the day has definitely improved, even though my calories are lower. I have lost a little bit of body fat, and I definitely noticed this. So having too much body fat will result in increased estrogen levels and also a decrease in testosterone. The important plan of action is to put yourself in a calorie deficit until you reach 10 to 20% body fat, maybe around 15, as is the ideal range to have the highest testosterone. And this can be adapted through regular exercise and also balanced nutrition as well. The best tips I have to give you is to get comfortable with being hungry during the day. Don't see it as a bad thing. As long as you get enough protein and have a deficit of max 500 calories and slowly take that off your maintenance, you will be golden in terms of not only keeping your muscle, but if you train correctly, you can actually build muscle. For right now, me personally, my muscles, my strength is actually going up during this deficit, which is good. Nice and slow. Probably will be going down further into the deficit, maybe 2-3 weeks, just before the photo shoot maybe, but we'll see. So, final topic is the mind-body connection, mental health and hormones. No matter what happens, having a positive mindset and using good mental health practices, like simply getting fresh air and just kind of getting that stronger mental clarity as well, can support healthy hormone levels by staying more relaxed. Simple ways to get better mental health is to use visualization for where you want to be or where you want to go, but also take the time to zoom out and realize the progress you made over months and years of progress. And this is not just fitness or testosterone levels or anything, but this is just in life. I feel like I constantly look to improve my coaching. However, you look back at it now, I wasn't even a coach a year ago, which is mental. Again, I want to make as quick progress as possible, but the important thing is that some people don't even become coaches until they're 30, 35, 40, and I stress about my level of coaching at just 20 years old. But the reason I do this is because I enjoy it. I don't make these videos because I have to or I want to. Actually I do, I want to, but I also get a benefit because someone could watch this, someone could really benefit from it, and that makes me happy. As poor testosterone levels will be significantly correlated with the idea of not being in the right headspace as well. What is going on outside? It's fine, we'll ignore it. So, final takeaways then. We have some actionable steps for you to implement and also to go away and try this yourself. If this felt like a lot and if these actionable steps seem difficult, then again, I'm going to remind you of my goal at the start, is that my whole job is to help people build up their muscle mass and also increase their testosterone levels. So if you want to get in contact with me, DM me the word testosterone on Instagram and I'll be in contact with you knowing you watched this video. So final takeaways then, focus on your sleep habits, getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep, creating a consistent bedtime routine, set a screen rule an hour before bed. So have your phone turned to night screen before, mine's about 8 o'clock, so mine goes to yellow screen, just so it removes blue light. Same on my laptop, it's always on. And optimize your bedroom environment for better rest. Improve your diet, make sure your meals are balanced, plenty of healthy fats, proteins and whole foods rich in zinc and magnesium. Again, CMA. Again, if you feel like you struggle with that, you can invest in the supplement, try it out. Add foods like eggs, avocados, nuts, leafy greens to your shopping list right now and today. Add it to your meals. Lift heavy weights regularly. If you're not already strength training, start to incorporate compound lifts like squats, deadlifts, bench presses into your workout routine. And if you want help with that, I can create you a free workout plan through that as well. Just DM me on Instagram and I can create you either 3 to 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, whatever you can do, as long as you can get adequate rest after that. Reduce your stress levels. Practice daily stress management techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or even take a few minutes just to disconnect. Again, reading is a big one for that. You can just get lost in a whole different world. You can even try download a meditation app or take a nature walk this week to reduce cortisol. Get sunlight and consider vitamin D. Again, look to spend 15-20 minutes getting natural sunlight a day. This is very difficult in the UK, but again, go outside when the sun comes up. And if you live somewhere with limited sun exposure, get your vitamin D levels checked, and then even try supplementing it with, like what I've got here, a again, a small capsule. You could probably get one in your local Tesco. You can get it on any sort of supplement website, because I mean, it's one of the most popular supplements on the planet right now. Stay hydrated and watch what you consume. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. Limit alcohol and sugary drinks. Swap plastic containers for glass or stainless steel to avoid hormone disrupting chemicals like BPA. Again, this one's really difficult to avoid, but that's just like that extra step. And also, finally, stay active beyond the gym. Find ways to stay active in your daily life, whether it's sport, hiking, or just walking more. Movement matters, and that's exactly why I always suggest looking to try get 8 to 10,000 steps. I know it was a common myth to believe from a Japanese step monitor to walk 10,000 steps a day, and it was just like a quote, I guess, but I feel like it definitely benefits you more. It also helps you stay disciplined for something that is super beneficial for you. And finally, pick one active hobby to try out this month, like playing football, volleyball, tennis, squash, whatever. Look to stay active. Other than that though, that is everything in this video. If you enjoyed this, hit a like, subscribe. Also, remember, you can get in contact with me to talk about working with me for longer as well. Other than that, we can say goodbye and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. See you later.